Assalamualaikum and a very pleasant morning, girls. Today we are going to see our prose, that is With a Photographer by Stephen Leacock. Have you read Stephen Leacock's stories, ma? Yes? No? Okay, we'll see how he used to write his prose. Okay. Stephen Leacock, 1869 to 1944. Stephen Leacock was born on December 30, 1869, England, educated in Canada and the US, and died on March 28, 1944. This is aged 75 in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Here he was born in the year 1869 and died in 1944. He lived so 5 years. Okay, he has educated in Canada and US. Occupation, that is what the work he is doing. He is humorist, essayist, historian, economist, and professor of economics and political science at McGill University, Toronto, Canada. He is a humorist, that is he used to write with entertainment, comic humors in his writing. He is essayist, he used to write essays, and historian, economist, and professor of economics and political sciences. He is the professor of economics and political sciences at McGill University, Toronto, Canada. Is that clear? Youngers, that is humorous fiction he used to write. With entertainment, like storytelling, he used to write. He is known as Canadian Mark Twain. Mark Twain is one of the writer who used to write about adventures plus humors. Like Stephen Leacock is also called as is known as Canadian Mark Twain. Is it clear, ma? Now about the author. Stephen Leacock was an English-born Canadian writer and humorist. English-born, that is he was born in England. English-born Canadian writer and humorist. From 1908 to 1936, he was the head of the Department of Economics and Political Sciences at McGill University in Montreal, Quebec. That is it is a long period of time. He has the HOD, that is Head Department of Economics and Political Sciences. Which university? At McGill University in Montreal. In his spare time, that is spare time, in his free time, in his leisure time, he published a number of best-selling collections of humorous essays and tales. That is, in his leisure time, he used to write essays, tales, small stories, with humors, with entertainment, with comedy. Comedy means not that type, it is something saying about it will be giving information. His short stories are tinged with a gentle humor and sarcasm. They are mostly anecdotal and they are centered either around himself or his life events. Is it clear? He used to write about maybe about himself or in and around of his life events. Is Is that clear? Leacock's flair for teaching is clearly visible in all his writings. That is, he is teaching, right? Yes or no? Yes, he is the professor of economic and political sciences. In that also he used to that is, he used to teach them. He used to teach them very entertaining way. Okay, humorously. In his writing we can see his teaching also. Okay, to Leacock, humor was the ultimate expression of human kindness and progress. To Leacock, to Stephen Leacock, to the writer, humor means ultimate expression. That is no definition for it. It is an ultimate expression of human kindness. That is human kindness and progress. Is that clear? Showing kindness to others. It is called humor, he is saying. The development of human is humor, he is saying. Okay. His writings were a rich source of therapy to the numerous wretched and hopeless people who were victims of the Great Depression. That is, he tells that if you are depressed, or if you are frustrated, or if you have any problems, and you're going with, and you are not able to come up from that, okay, you need some relaxation, or you need something to feel. Okay, that time if you read his writing, it is a therapy. Okay, it is a rich therapy to that. It will give you the solution. Okay, you can come up from the Great Depression. Is that clear? Okay, like that humorously he used to write. Is it clear? For example, if we are irritating mood, or if you are in a frustration, or if you have something, some problem in your head is going on, okay, that time if you see a comedy, okay, that time for a fraction of second you will laugh or smile. Yes or no? Like that he used to write his writing. Is it clear? Okay. Is it clear, ma? Have you understood what I mean to say? Okay, that is that the rich humors he is using in his writings. Is it clear? Okay. His major works, that is, his works are literary lapses, nonsense novels in the year 1911, sunshine sketches of a little town, sunshine sketches of a little town in the year 1912, Arcadian adventures with the idle rich in the year 1914, the unsolved riddle of social justice in the year 1920, My Discovery of England in the year 1922, Economic Prosperity in the British Empire in the year 1930, Mark Twain 1932, Humor, its theory and technique in the year 1935, Canada, Foundations of its Future in the year 1941, Montreal, Seaport and City 1942, My Remarkable Uncle 1942, Canada and the Sea in the year 1944. These are all the major works I am telling. Okay, is it clear? Okay. Now here we are going to see your prose, that is with the photographer Stephen Leacock. This is Stephen Leacock with the photographer. See the picture and understand. Okay, in this he says that Stephen Leacock's with the photographer is taken from Behind the Beyond. Leacock is famous for his humorous writings. And with the photographer, Leacock shared his bitter experience with the photographer. In this story, he shares a bitter experience with the photographer. Okay, one that is one day Leacock went to a studio to take his photograph. Okay. The photographer looked at him without enthusiasm. Enthusiasm? Any excitement. Okay, without any excitement, he looked to the writer. He made the author to wait for an hour. Then he looked him into the inner room to take photo. He placed a machine in front of the author. The photographer was not happy of the author's face. He said that the author's face was quite wrong. The author accepted it. The photographer added that it would look better if it was 3/4 full. To prove his skill in photography, he asked the author to open his mouth and to close it. He felt that the author's ears were bad, so he asked him to drop them a little more. He asked Leacock to roll his eyes under the eyelids, to put the hands on knees, to turn the face a little upward, to expand the lungs, to bend the neck. By all means, he wanted the best feature and expression of the author. Okay, girls, you people tell me, have you ever gone to the studio to take photograph? I think everyone has gone. Okay, like Leacock, anyone has felt this kind of awkward behavior from the photographer? Yeah, they used to tell us, right? Okay, sit straightly, or slightly you take your head, slightly this right side, slightly that left side, or see straight, a smile, just a little smile, or don't smile, like that. We used to come across those things, right? Yes or no? Yes. In a lifetime, I think that we have met that thing in our life, right? Like that, here Leacock also goes to a studio to take his photograph. Okay, here he goes to the studio, and the photographer was not much happy to see the author. Okay, and he made him to wait for 1 hour. Okay, after that he took him to the another room, and there he want to change his face. Okay, and the photographer thinks that something has wrong with the author face, and he asked him to like rotate your eyes or drop down your ears, like sit properly, like that. Everything he is saying, is it clear? Okay, because by all means what he wanted is, he wanted the best feature and expression of the author. Is it clear? Okay. Have you understood, ma? Okay, then we have by the photographer's comment about his face, he felt humiliated. If someone comes and tells you that your face is not that much attractive or not looking good, how you feel? You feel very happy? No, not at all, never, right? Yes. Here, as same as we, the author is also not happy because of the comments of the photographer. Okay, he feels humiliated, he feels insulted. Okay, he couldn't bear the insult anymore, as his face was his own only. That is, he says that he is not bearing that insult anymore, and he thinks that my face, it is my own property. Who that the person is criticizing me, like that he thinks. He had lived with it for 40 years. That you see here the humor he has used. Okay, that is, the face is his own only, and he had lived with it for 40 years, and he knew it's false. The author was angry and started to rise from the seat. The photographer took his photograph. Now, because of that comment, he was become very angry and started to rise from the seat. Now, the photographer has took the photo. On Saturday, the author went back to the studio to get his photograph. The photographer showed his photo. Okay, then on some Saturday, he goes back to the studio and to get back his photograph. Is it clear? And the photographer shows his photo to the author. Okay, the author was not able to identify his own image in it. Now, by seeing the photo, by seeing that image, the author is not able to recognize himself in it. Okay, because the photographer made so many changes in his eyes, eyebrows, mouth, etc., in features of his face. Okay, because of that he is not able to recognize himself. The photograph did not look like the author's photo at all. Now, it is not like us. Nowadays we used to do normal by using cam scan, or that is, many are there. Okay, to change our features, like if you want to broad or width, like yes or no, dark or lighten or bright, like that. So it doesn't look that it is a for author's photograph. So the author asked the question, is it me? Now, to the photographer, the author is asking question, is it me? The author wanted a photograph that would have looked like himself. He doesn't want to change himself. Okay, he wanted a photograph that would have looked like himself. He wanted something that would depict his face as God gave it to him. Okay, he don't want to change anything. Okay, is it clear? Here the author wanted a photograph that would have looked like himself. Okay, he wanted something that would have depict his face as himself, that is, God has given to him. Okay, he don't want any changes, any feature changes in him. So he wanted something that his friends might have kept after his death to reconcile them to his loss. That is, for what he wanted that, because that is, he wanted something that his friends might have kept those photographs after his death to reconcile them. Okay, here you can see the humor. Okay, how he is writing. But what the author wanted was no longer done. Now it has totally changed, because the author itself does not recognizing his own image. So is it clear? It is, the author wanted was no longer done. Is it clear, ma? Okay, then Leacock didn't accept the photo given by the photographer. Now what he is doing? He is not accepting the photograph which has given by the photographer, because the photo was too beautiful to bear any resemblance to his appearance. That is what he is telling. He is telling that here he is telling it is very beautiful. Okay, and it is beautiful to bear any resemblance to his appearance. Leacock preferred his featureless face as it is and would not accept an improved one which is unlike his face. Now he want his featureless face because he don't want any changes in his features. Okay, unlike his face. So he wanted his real resemblance. Is it clear? Okay, girls. But tomorrow I will go with the text. Herewith I have given an introduction about the author and the small introduction about the prose. Okay. If please do watch listen the video, girls, then only you people will understand and it will help you to understand and write the examination well. So please listen. Okay, girls, if you have any doubts, please do comment in the comment box. I will clear your doubts. Is it clear, ma? Okay, girls. Okay, make sure that you have understood well. Okay. Okay, girls, thank you. Bye bye, take care. Allah Hafiz.